rad reelers, JC here with Rad Reeling Fishing. In this video, I'm going to go over my rod and reel combinations. I've got about 20 of them back here behind me. When I started this YouTube channel, I think I started with 2 rod and reel combinations. 7 years later, many thousands of fish caught, over 900 videos published. I've taken a lot of them down because YouTube was just not promoting them at all. I figured they're just dead videos. Why clutter up the library, right? So kick back, grab you some popcorn, make a sandwich, get your favorite drink. This is not going to be the kind of video that you want to click through, right? A lot of information. I'm going to be talking about these products, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, different lines that I use, why I use certain products to target certain fish, and things like that. It's going to be a very educational and extensive video. And I just tell you guys, I've said it before, the worst thing that you can do for your favorite creators on YouTube is skip all through the videos. So if you don't like my content, give it a thumbs down and skip through the videos. But 99% of you guys, or even more than that, love the content. So I'm pleased asking you, thumbs up, plenty of comments, and also when you click on that video, let it play all the way through. Get comfortable, I'm gonna give you a lot of information. Daiwa Fuego 2500 size spinning reel, a subscriber gave this to me, 6-pound test monofilament, and I have it paired up with my Shakespeare Excursion 6'6" medium power graphite rod, stainless steel guide, stainless steel inserts. By far, my favorite fishing rod, budget price, $22 for these. I've got 3 of them. You're going to see with some of these other combinations. Now, a subscriber gave me this 2500 size reel. I have it spooled up, 6-pound test. This combination I was using when I was out crappie fishing. I did lose the spool nut. I ordered a replacement for that, so we're back good to go. Nice combination. I'm not super impressed with the drag on this reel. Yeah, I mean, it's a Daiwa, it's a good brand name. I have had Daiwa BG Series 2500 spinning reel. I absolutely love that one, but I lost that one in like 22 feet of water when I was crappie fishing. So my next setup, guys, it's the same rod, okay? It's the Shakespeare Excursion. You get them at Walmart. This has got the Walmart sealed reel, the 4,000 size sealed spinning reel. I've got 2 of these reels now. I've been fishing with these for like 1.5 years, probably getting close to 2 years. I had these setups made specifically for pompano fishing. I keep 10-pound test braid on them, and yeah, I throw these pompano goofy jigs, right? Super lightweight combination, and I love the sealed reels because whenever I'm out there on the beach and I'm fishing, I don't worry about getting them wet, don't worry about throwing them in the sand. And so far, guys, these sealed reels have been performing outstanding. They're reasonably priced, and I'm very impressed with them, okay? Not only do I use these when I'm out jigging for pompano on the beach, but I also use these when I'm kayak fishing, when I'm working like topwater lures or miradines. Yeah, it's just a good combination. And I use them because they're so lightweight, right? Yeah, that's why I like to use them for the miradines and for the topwater, because they're lightweight and you can really get that twitch action. Recently, I was using that same combination catching redfish. You've been watching this channel for a while. I catch a lot of fish on those white Shakespeare Excursion budget rods that are graphite with stainless steel guides. Okay, this next rod, I actually took the reel off of this, but I have 2 of these rods. These are the Ugly Stick intercoastal rods. They are 7-foot medium heavies, 12 to 20-pound test mono, 15 to 40-pound test braid. You can throw up to a 1/2 ounce lure on these. Now, I like these rods, guys, because they're medium heavy. This has turned out to be a very good all-around saltwater fishing rod. I mean, I could handle a big snook on these. I could handle a big black drum on this if I needed to. And redfish, it's just a, because it's like a, it's a medium heavy rod, it's just very robust. I don't know. You know what? I made a video of showing like the bend and stuff and a bunch of fishing rods. I'll make sure that I put a link to that in the description area. Maybe you'll watch that after this video. But I really like these Shakespeare intercoastal rods. They're pretty, even though they're medium heavy, they're robust. I mean, they got a really nice thick backbone to them. All right, guys. This next combination right here, this is a Penn Pursuit 4 4,000. It's got the power handle on it. Now, if you've been on the channel for a while, I have been an avid user of Penn reels and the Penn Pursuit reel because it is a budget reel, but it is also an excellent budget reel. These now come with carbon fiber drag washers, and it's just an excellent reel. Now, this one I have spooled up with 20-pound test braid, and this rod is a Ugly Stick Elite 7-foot rod, medium power, and you know, it's just kind of a good all-around fishing rod. I've used this rod in saltwater and in freshwater. A lot of my rods that I fish with out of the kayak and from the shore and even in boats, it just depends on what I'm targeting, are these medium heavy power type rods. But you know, budget combinations, guys. Most of the stuff that I use are budget combinations. Now this next one isn't necessarily a budget combination. This one has a very special place in my heart, guys. First of all, the reel. This is a long cast Penn Spin Fisher 7500 reel. I got this several years ago when Penn was running a sale, and of course I use this when I'm targeting like really big fish, right? Tarpon or big snook and stuff like that. But this rod right here, I've caught a couple of big fish on this rod.
That's a big one. We got a big one, guys. We got a good one. 38 incher.
This rod is one that Tibor made for me, and the name of his rod company is Two Rule Rods. This is an old Penn power stick that he found in the trash can in his neighborhood, and he completely like custom wrapped this rod for me. I mean, look at that, just beautiful. And he asked me what color I wanted it. I said yellow so that it would show up good in the videos. I caught a massive snook on this one night, and yeah, Penn power stick. And I don't know what the I'm gonna say it's probably like a heavy power type rod, and it's probably about 7 foot long. But this one right here will handle some big fish. So yeah, thanks Tibor. I've had that one, guys, for a couple of years. And he just made that out of appreciation for the content that I create. He actually lives down in the Northport area, you know, a little bit further down from Venice. So if you guys need any rod work, look up Two Rule Rods, and he actually has a YouTube channel as well. All right, guys, so this next one is 4,000 size Penn Battle. This one has the Shakespeare Ugly Stick Intercoastal rod on it, the same rod that I was talking about a little while ago. I bought these in a combination. I bought 2 of these. I think these combinations were like, I want to say they were around $80 at Sam's, and I was like, I can't pass that up. I mean, yeah, so I bought two of them. And yeah, I've caught quite a few nice fish on those too. I'm the budget fisherman, guys. You don't have to spend a ton of money on reels and rods to catch big fish. I've definitely proved that on this channel. So this next setup, you guys, Penn 6000. This is an older one. This is like a Penn Pursuit 3 model 6000. This is back when I started my channel. I caught about 150-pound Goliath grouper on this 6000 size. You know, this is the lower level Penn Pursuit reel, and it performed great catching a giant Goliath grouper.
Penn Pursuit 6000, 50-pound braid with 80-pound monofilament leader. And this guy's not giving me anything. It's a Goliath grouper. Oh my God, look at the size of that thing. Look at the size of that friggin' grouper. Holy shamoles. Oh God.
That night I had it paired up with this exact rod right here. This is an Ugly Stick Big Water. It is a 7-foot medium heavy rod, and it'll hold up to a 4-ounce lure. Guys, this rod right here has got some serious backbone. When I fished with Mike D over in Ponce Inlet like several years ago in Daytona. I think the redfish was 48 inches. A monster redfish I caught on the same combination right here. Now I keep these bigger rods like the Penn Spin Fisher, the 7500. I keep these bigger rods, the 6,000 size and up, spooled up with like 30 to 50 pound test braid. And I haven't mentioned it, guys, but for like 7 years on this channel, it's almost always linked in the description area. I use the Ashkin Fish brand. I get it from Amazon. 4-strand braid, and I like the yellow, the high-vis yellow. And guys, it is just an incredibly good braided fishing line for the money. I mean, I've literally caught thousands and thousands and thousands of fish using this line. Sometimes people will make comments, you know, when I get broke off, oh, you gotta quit using that cheap braided fishing line. Well, you know what? The fish that I have lost on this channel in comparison to the fish that I've caught, I mean, what? I've caught like 10,000 fish on this channel and maybe have lost 100 because of a break off with the braid. Yeah, it's good fishing line, guys, I'm telling you. So, and it's cheap. I mean, it doesn't cost you much to just try it out. All right, so let's move on to the next one. I've never used this rod. Never, ever have I used this rod. This is a Pin Slammer. Captain Todd gave me this rod when I first met him. I met him through the YouTube channel. He's local here, and he contacted me. Wanted to go out fishing, get to know each other. We're good buddies now, but he gave me this rod, and I have never used it. It's a 2-piece rod, but this has got the Penn Pursuit 3 model 6,000 spinning reel, 30 or 50 pound test braid on it. I have fished with it. I've never caught a fish on it though. I had it rigged up for shark fishing at one point out on the beach. So this next rod I recently got when I did a wish video. You know, these wish videos that I've done, they get me like $200 worth of products for free, and then they pay me on top of that. That's the kind of stuff that helps fund these away fishing trips and stuff that I'm able to do, and selling e-bikes and stuff like that. A lot of times people will complain, not a lot of times, but there's just a select few people, they have to complain like, oh, I like your YouTube channel back when you were just fishing and when you weren't doing sponsored content. But I pretty much said it all along. My goal with this channel has always been to travel and to build this channel up to the point where it makes enough money that I can travel. And it's getting to that point to be able to do that with the money that I make on YouTube and the sponsored videos. I'm able to travel more. And I've got a really surprise trip coming up soon, you guys. And yeah, I'm going to travel to another country. We're gonna charter a boat and we're gonna do some fishing. It's going to be awesome, a little family vacation getaway. But I am going to charter a fish, and we're going to target some big fish. I have always wanted to catch the species that I have asked this captain to target. And in Mexico, this time of year is the prime time to catch this particular fish. So I'm really looking forward to this trip that is coming up. But anyway, my point is, guys, is, you know, although some of you guys don't like it when I do sponsored content, I'm sorry, get used to it, because I like to be able to travel to other countries and have the fishing channel pay for it and be able to go over there and create some awesome content for you guys. So that is what's happening with all of that. All right, so that was a little side trail that we just took there, but yeah, wish, guys. This reel right here is a Penn Fathom 300 bait casting reel. It's a high speed. I absolutely love it. I think I spooled it up with 20 or 30 pound test braid. And this rod, I really like this rod. I got this rod from, oh, what is the name of that big, oh, it's one of the big tackle places. I can't think of it right now. West Marine. Anyway, this is a Star rod. It is a graphite rod, and it is a 7-foot medium heavy, 12 to 20 pound test line. It'll throw up to a 2-ounce lure. So I like using these 300 size bait casting reels for snook fishing, fishing off of bridges with jigs, because you can throw a 2-ounce jig with this setup, or throwing big swim baits, right? I catch snook on these bait casting reels from the shore. I've got another bait caster here I'm going to show you guys in a little while. It's got an 8-foot rod on it. I really like that one for bridge fishing. I think I caught a giant drum on that one time. But I have so many different rods and reels to fish with. I wish I could just clone myself so I could get out there. But I love this Star rod. It's really got some good backbone to it, and it's got enough flexibility in the tip that I could get some good casts with it. I recently used this combination in the Wish video that I did in my kayak where I was catching snook. So this next rod is a Star rod also, you guys. It's a graphite rod. My brother, he actually lives in North Florida. He said, hey, I've got a Penn 7500 spin fisher with a nice rod that he purchased specifically for cobia fishing. And he asked me if I would like it. And I said, yeah. And he took the time and the time and the money to pack it all up and ship it to me. I was so grateful for my brother doing that. I do fish with this setup periodically. I took the reel off it the other day because I was going to be using a different rod to target these big black drum that we were fishing for in the video a few videos back that I put up. But anyway, guys, this is a great rod. I have caught some big jacks on this when I first got it. Yeah, we're getting a hit. We're getting a hit. We're getting a hit. There he is. There he is. Get out of there, dude. Get out of there. Get out of there. Man, he is all down in the junk. Big fish. Big fish. Big fish. That's a good fish. That's a really big fish. Oh man, we got a tank. We got a freaking tank, boys. What the heck? Man, we got a big fish. Holy smokes. Woo, I'm glad I got my 7500. What the heck is this thing? Oh my God. Dude, big old fish. What? Oh. Are you kidding? Big old freaking jack. Big jack. Oh my gosh. Well, my first big fish on my new rod my brother gave me. Penn 7500. Got a 7-foot, I don't know, I think it's a 7-foot heavy or medium heavy rod on it. Boy, that's a nice jack. Wow. Wow. Oh. Man, he was down in the junk too. There's a bunch of junk down there. He was all hung up in that stuff. Whew. Big old jack. Let's see if we can get him in the net. There we go. Oh my God. Yeah. Nice, man. Look at that jack. Woo. Dude, you were supposed to be a big old grouper, man. What the heck is up with that? Thanks for the catch, big guy. See ya. Woo. You know, I just realized I don't target like big fish enough, right? I love catching pompano and sheep's head and small black drum and just stuff that we can catch from shore and out of the kayak. But maybe I should start targeting some more of those massive snook that I caught in the early years of this channel, right? And using some of these bigger rods that I have. But I love this rod, you guys. It is a 15 to 30 pound test rod. Like I said, is a graphite rod, and it's got some serious backbone to it. What do they call? Oh, it's called an Avenger. Yep, an all-star graphite rod. This is an Avenger rod. No, wait. I keep hitting the ceiling. Yeah, it's a blue water Avenger. That's what they call it. You guys, you get to see how goofy I am without any. Oh, you get to see how goofy I am without doing any cuts on this video. So this rod right here, guys, this is a Berkeley amp rod. I used to use these. I would get them from Walmart, and I used them for a while, and they're really super lightweight rods, but I kind of had a problem with this tip area breaking down here. They just were not very robust in this tip area. I had a couple of them. I mean, they're good rods. They're lightweight rods. They have stainless steel inserts. So I still have this one that I use for freshwater fishing. Yeah, reasonably priced, right? The budget fisherman. like I said, I have definitely proved on this channel that you don't have to have expensive gear to catch a lot of fish or big fish. So this rod and reel combination I got when I first started the channel. Somebody made a comment when I was making a lot of freshwater videos. They said, why don't you get a bait casting set up? And I thought, well, that's a good idea. So I went and I got a Silver Max combo. This is an Abu Garcia Silver Max combo. It's a 7-foot rod. It is an excellent freshwater fishing setup, guys. Again, reasonably priced, but I have caught the heck out of bass on this setup through the years. I don't freshwater fish on this channel very much anymore because saltwater fishing videos get a lot better views. I love freshwater fishing. Periodically I do it, especially crappie fishing, but there's a million people making bass fishing videos out there. Okay, this is a 7-foot medium heavy rod. It'll throw up to a 3/4 ounce lure, 10 to 20 pound test braided fishing line. And yeah, it's a good rod for just like flipping up in the weeds and pulling some big fish out of the reeds and stuff. So I like this combination. All right, we got us another bait caster here, another saltwater bait casting reel. So this rod is a Graphite Series Bass Pro rod. It's got a 300 size PC Fin Alios bait casting reel, high speed with a power handle on it. Set this rod up specifically for jig fishing or throwing big swim baits off of the bridge or throwing them from shore. This rod's got a lot of backbone, right? This is a musky fishing rod, and you know how big muskies get. So that's why I bought this rod. So if you guys, if you want to get a bait casting reel for snook fishing and you're having difficulty finding a good, robust, heavy-duty, long rod, start looking at muskie rods, because yeah, they catch those massive muskies on these types of setups right here. So yeah, I like this rod. I did break the tip on this one, but it's graphite. It is a 7'6", line weight up to 40 pounds, and it's a heavy power rod. I've caught a few snook on this rod. I will say about the PC Fin Alios reel, started making some noise after a while. I mean, I took it all apart, greased. I mean, I have oiled the bearings, taken it apart, cleaned it, and done everything. And to my disappointment, actually, this screw right here on, let's see, no, on my other PC Fin Alios, this screw right here, it stripped out when I was working on the reel. On my other one, so I'm a little disappointed in that. I mean, the reel still stays together, but you know, these PC Fin Alios reels they're budget reels. I've caught some very big fish on these, and they're performing well. But like I said, they make a little bit of noise.
A monster. This is a freaking giant jack. Oh my God! I think I got another personal best here, guys. I think we got another personal best. Holy buckets. Oh, this is a big jack. Huge jack. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of that dude. Woohoo! Baby. Yeah! Woo! That dude is giant. Look at how big that jack is. Look at that. Nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, don't freaking cut me up.
PC Fin actually reached out to me recently and offering for me to work with them. That's kind of in the works. I do hope that Jason gets back with me. We've been emailing back and forth a little bit. All right, guys, this next one, I am so proud of this one. I love this one. I am so grateful to Penn for sending this to me. It's a big deal whenever you get a reputable company, guys, and they'll send you a product, right? So this is the Penn Authority. This is a 3,500 size spinning reel. Guys, when they launched this reel, it's a $600 reel. Oh yeah, super high quality. I don't fish with this one a lot because I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it in the water and lose it. But I love this reel. It's a little bit heavy, on the heavy side, but they sent me this Ugly Stick carbon inshore rod as a combination, and it is a great rod for fishing out of a boat or fishing from shore. It's got the long handle on it, so it's good for like bottom type fishing off of bridges and stuff like that. And it's got good backbone, guys. This blue rod, I saw recently that they're selling these at Walmart now, and I would definitely recommend it. I love my Ugly Sticks because they come with a great warranty, right? I mean, generally, if you break an Ugly Stick, you can get a replacement. I mean, I had a couple of them replaced for like $9. All I had to do was just send them the money, and they sent me a new rod for like $9, guys. So yeah, all I had to do was like take some pictures of the damage and send it to them, and within a couple of weeks, I had me a new Ugly Stick. Their warranty is just absolutely great. So this is a 7-foot fast action. It'll hold up to 40-pound test braid, and you can throw up to a 1.5 ounce lure with this Ugly Stick carbon inshore rod. Really, really sharp looking rod. And this reel right here is a workhorse. I've caught some decent fish on it. I don't fish with it as much. I definitely never take that setup with me when I go kayak fishing. The last thing that I want to do is lose a $600 reel. And yeah, kayak fishing, dude, is just like, you go to grab a net, and you hit the rod and reel, and next thing you know, the whole thing fell out and it's gone in 20 feet of water, never to be returned. All right, I love this next setup, but this is the PC Finalios 300 reel that the screw stripped out on. Yeah, it's just spinning around and around. But it still works, right? So I've got it spooled up with like 50-pound test braid. I got this set up specifically for snook fishing from bridges. I set it up for like jig fishing, right? Throwing jigs. And the rod is called a Daiwa Soul. It is an 8-foot long fishing rod. And the power on it is, where's the power on this? Of course, it's backwards. This is an extra heavy 8-foot rod, and I can't tell what size lure I can throw because they painted the numbers in black over blue, and it's impossible to see it. But this is an 8-foot rod. It is a great snook fishing rod. It's graphite, guys. Super, super lightweight combination. Now I put green tape. Now I put green tape on the eyes so that whenever I'm fishing at night, you guys can see this fishing rod in the video, because I do a lot of, well, whenever I snook fish for big snook, I'll fish at night a lot. But one of the things that I love about this rod, and it took me a while, and also the star rod that I showed you earlier, hey, the domino effect. This star rod that I showed you earlier, the aerial is what it's called. The reason I picked out the star rod and the reason I picked out this Daiwa Soul is they're graphite rods, they're heavy power, but the fishing eyes are not itty bitty tiny ones, right? They're nice and big fishing eyes. And because when you snook fish, or when I snook fish, I will be using like 80-pound test, and I like to use a 7 or 8 foot long leader. I tie an FG knot, and I reel that knot all the way up through the guides. So the Daiwa Soul and that aerial star rod back there have the large guides, and that FG knot will slide through those guides very quiet and without resistance because those guides are larger. So I forget what the name of that really, really popular fishing rod is that people pay so darn much money for, and they come with a lifetime guarantee and all that. And I looked at some of those rods. I can't think of the name of them. The reason I didn't get them is because they're like $500 for the fishing rod, and the rings on the eyes are so super small that the knot is just going to clank going through there and create resistance. So, all right, give me this. Dominoes. Give me a second, guys. We're running through all these pretty fast here. Okay, here we go. This one right here is my Penn Spinfisher 7500 that my brother sent me. I love this reel. It's a high quality reel. I think it's got brass gears. It's like one of the top of the line reels. Yep, periodically I will fish with it. And this rod is a rod that I actually got with the long cast Penn Spinfisher 75. Guys, I mean, I've been an avid user of Penn products. Pure Fishing, right? Pure Fishing is like the parent company for Penn products and Ugly Stick and Shakespeare. I've been an avid user of their products on this channel ever since I started the channel. I've been using Ugly Sticks and Penn products. So, all right, Penn. This was a Penn Pursuit 2 combination. So this rod was a graphite rod that I got when I purchased the combination. It's an 8-foot long, moderate, fast action rod. It'll throw up to like a 2-ounce lure. I don't really fish with this rod very often. I liked it. It's 8 foot long, so if I'm out on the beach and I want to make some long casts, when I first got this combination, I caught some massive, big snook out on the beach. So hey, if you're not following my Facebook channel, head over to Facebook. I think it's linked in the description area most of the time. It's Facebook, Rad Reeling Fishing. But I posted a picture over there of a massive snook that I caught several years ago, and it was caught with that rod right there that I just showed you guys. All right, this next combination, you guys, my sheep's head fishing rod, Zebco hot cast rod from Walmart. I mean, it costs like $9, 6'6". They're just, if you watch any of my fishing videos, you're going to see that I use these green rods. I love them, guys. They're super duper flexible. I mean, you just can't break these things, and they're great for sheep's head fishing. I recently purchased the Shimano FX 2500 size spinning reel. I think this is a 2500. Yeah, 2500 HG, and I really like it, guys. I purchased this for crappie fishing, but I also use them for sheep's head fishing as well. These smaller reels, the 2500 size reels, I don't put anything larger than like 10-pound test braid on them. But yeah, little sheep's head combination. I actually had this one, I think, rigged up for catching crappie when I was out there, made those truck camping videos catching crappie. This next one, guys, I use for pinfish every now and then. My neighbor gave this to me. I had neighbors, they used to live over here, super nice people next door. I live in an apartment complex, and I used to give them sheep's head periodically and some pompano and some other fish that I would catch. And one day the son came over knocking on my door, and he said, "Hey, my parents got this for you. They wanted to get you a little bit of something just to say thank you for all of the fish that you have given us." So this is a Wakeman combination, and I'm going to guess that the reel is probably like a 2000 size reel. And yeah, you know, just a good little knock around rod for catching smaller fish. This next one, you guys have already seen a combination like this. The only difference in this one and the other one, this is the Ozark Trail Walmart brand sealed 4000 size spinning reel paired up with the Shakespeare Excursion rod. I went to the 7-foot rods. I started out using 2 of the 6'6" rods. I decided to graduate up to the 7-foot rod so I could get a little bit longer cast. Still super lightweight and a great combination that you can get from Walmart. I have that spooled up with 10-pound test braid because I use that for pompano fishing, for making really long casts, and also fishing in the kayak. Recently I was catching those redfish on that setup right there. I was catching a lot of redfish on that setup. Okay, this next setup, guys, is a Penn Pursuit 3 4000 size spinning reel. Guys, 7 years, right? 7 years, 6 years. I have been using the Penn Pursuit 3 reels, and they have held up, and they have just caught a ton of fish. For a reasonably priced reel, the Penn Pursuit, it's a winner. It's got the carbon fiber drag washers. You can get them now with the power handles, and they might be a little bit on the heavy side, but they are just, they catch the heck out of fish. I've caught some giant fish, giant snook, huge Goliath grouper, massive redfish were caught on the Pen Pursuit reels. So I don't know which series they're up to now. The last one I bought was the Pen Pursuit 4. I had this paired up with an Ugly Stick GX2 6'6" medium power rod. I used to fish with this rod a lot. It's a little bit on the heavier side compared to these graphite rods, right? A little bit more expensive. You get the great warranty. These are not necessarily graphite rods. The GX2 is some type of special composite, so they're not going to break as easy as a graphite rod. But I love the GX2 rod, guys. I mean, for probably 3 years, I just like all the time was kayak fishing with the 6'6" medium power Ugly Stick GX2 rod. Okay, so one more. I got one more rod here. I got this travel rod recently when I did the Wish video. It's a Segoy Lang travel rod. I took the reel off because I made a video a while ago of a Segoy Lang reel, and I called it a junk reel because it rusted really bad around the spool nut and the wire, retention wire that holds all of the drag washers in. All of that rusted like crazy. Guys, all 20 of these rods back here, whatever, none of them rust because they have quality stainless steel parts in them. So this was the Segoy Lang reel that came with the travel rod combo. Because I'm going to be traveling to another country soon, I needed a travel rod. So I switched out the reel to this Penn Battle 4000 reel that has 20-pound test braid on it. And but this Segoy Lang travel rod is 8 foot long, and I caught a nice snook on it whenever I made the video for Wish. And so I'm looking forward to using this when I go on vacation. Hopefully the resort that I'm going to be staying is going to allow me to fish down on the beach. All right, guys. Well, I know that this has been a very, very long video, but I've caught a lot of fish on these different combinations back here. And really, I mean, at the beginning of the video, I was going to say, you know, there were things that I like and things that I dislike. I would say, you know, about the only thing that I had disliked about any of this that I have shown you back here was that Berkeley Amp fishing rod. This one, that Berkeley Amp budget fishing rod. I had a couple of these, and I caught some big fish on them, but I like hit the tip up against something a couple of times, and I had 2 rods that snapped like right around in this area, and so I stopped using them. So yeah, and the other thing is I was just telling you guys about how that nut stripped on that PC Finaleos reel and how it has begun to make some noise. Like I said, the majority of brand reels that I use are Penn, and I love Ugly Sticks. I do have a lot of Ugly Sticks. So if you guys want to see more about like some of the flexibility of the rods, Ugly Stick rods and stuff that I use, I'll put a link here on this video. You can go check that out. Put a link in the description area as well. I did like a poundage test where I hooked the rods up to like things that weighed a lot, and I got a really big bend on them and stuff. So anyway, guys, it's been a long video. It's an uncut video. Thank you for watching this all the way through. You're greatly appreciated. Please make sure you leave plenty of comments down below. Give the video a thumbs up. And everybody, get out there and go fishing, man. Life is fun. Live it. See ya! Subscribe or I'll send this guy out to your next fishing adventure.